I am going to tell you guys about euthanasia and what I have found out about why people are for it and against it and my standing point on it. So I call it right to die or death with dignity is what I found. For euthanasia, what I have read is that some terminally ill patients wish to avoid unendurable pain and hasten, so quicken the inevitable death. And also, there have been no reported cases of misuse of the medications during the full 20 years Oregon's law has been in effect, or in 10 years in Washington, and the 5 years it's been legal in Vermont. I feel like this is an argument that I read about where people think that it's going to be taken advantage of and used when it's not needed, but I have not found one instance where that has happened yet, so there's no factual evidence to really fight that issue. And, more people of why they're against it is because they feel that it goes against the Hippocratic oath that doctors agree, on keeping human lives alive and ongoing for as long as possible and giving and, allowing medication to patients who, need help with life saving. And so they just want to do everything in their power to preserve life, I guess, in a sense, for as long as humanly possible. And so, also people think that in elderly people or disabled, they'll just feel like they're under some sort of pressure or guilt to just say, okay, end my life, use euthanasia because I'm just costing too much money or something like that, but I feel like as long as it's not forced like that and it's just an open choice for what people want, then that should be looked at in the sense of they're choosing it for themselves and what they want, not because they're getting pressure from anyone or anything else. My position for why I'm for it is because I feel that when someone is absolutely suffering and hurting beyond belief and they know that they're not going to be able to come up from this and survive, they should definitely be able to have their own personal choice if it's what they want to do to end their suffering. I wouldn't want to suffer, and if I knew that there was no chance for me to get better or get over it or to get out of the unbelievable pain, then I would want to do it. I also feel that it would break my heart to watch somebody that I love be suffering, and if I knew that they wanted to be like, I want to go out, please help me fight my pain and go out peacefully, please, and there's nothing I could do to help them, that would just break my heart. And if I knew it's what they wanted, I would definitely want to support their decision, as hard as it is to lose somebody you love. It would also be a good empathetic thing for people to try to look at the person from, their position and put themselves in their shoes for a minute, take a step back and think, what if this was me and I hurt so much there's no way I had a chance to come back? What would I want to do? Look at it like that. Maybe you're against it, maybe you're for it, but if you were in undying pain, maybe you would be a little bit more open-minded, because I don't think anybody would want to choose to suffer. Fallacies and arguments I found is that it said online that there was a vast majority of people in Oregon requesting assisted suicide, but not because of pain, but loss of functional ability. The mindset involved in allowing the practice of assisted suicide equates disability with a loss of dignity. I believe that's maybe true, but maybe just people creating opinions of, oh, they're not that bad off, maybe they just want it because, And a slippery slope that I found is where this guy was fighting that people look at it as a doomsday cult and predict that, like people would say, oh, the world's going to end on this day, but then the next day the world's still normal and ongoing. They think that if they allow this law to become legal everywhere, people will just take advantage of it and be like, well, this doctor could kill this person. Why couldn't I kill this person? They did this to piss me off or whatever, but it's not like that. And so, yeah. In my conclusion, I do realize this would be a difficult choice to make. It's never easy to lose someone you love, but if you really love them, how can you feel okay watching someone that you know and love personally suffer, knowing they do not want to go out of life like this? I just feel that people should have the choice to decide, because who wouldn't want to make a choice in their own life about what they want? And what if it came down to, hey, I want to move to this island somewhere. It would be amazing and perfect. My life would be so unbelievable. But you know what? The people in our town voted and the majority decided you don't have the right to do that. So because you lost, you're not allowed. So you have to live a life that you don't like and you're not happy with. I just think freedom of choice should be up to the person, and I don't like people to hurt or suffer. So thank you.